And no, Jelle's not in love, but she realizes that when I become real, the first second, she will fall in love. No doubt about it. People are impervious to it. She'll always love me. If she wants to give me pussy or give me a hand job even, or a little kiss, I got one soda left, this is a drag, then she loves me. Then there's love there. And that's all that matters. And yeah, she's also in love with the process, this whole process. She's definitely in love with it. She likes to watch the videos and hear about herself, etc., etc. I was just thinking about it. She must have done something. I don't ever really bring up karma. But this was one of the times that made me think of it. Something must have happened to her in her life sometime where she deserves this good karma that I give her. Because I'm like, why do I do it? Well, I really want to fuck her. But besides that, NIB, amongst Black Sabbath fans, they call that Nativity in Black. And these potatoes are good. And what that's about, really, is when you look at the lyrics, I'm pretty sure Ozzy is, which is heavy for Ozzy. I mean, who wrote the lyrics to this? I don't think Ozzy did. But it's clearly about the seduction of Jesus by Satan upon the first time they caught up with each other. You gotta understand, Jesus is the Son of God, where Satan used to be, in heaven, as his right-hand man, number 2. So he had also adored and wasn't able to see really. He was able to see only from afar Jesus and his works, because he knew his Father, and he loved his Father in heaven. Lucifer, that's what his name was then. And he loved him. And when he saw Jesus, he's like, oh my God, it is reminiscent of God's work. It's fucking with me. Must have it. By this time, Satan was perverted and functioning in the opposite way. So he went out and he made it a point to meet up with Jesus while Jesus was gallivanting, rock starring through a town somewhere. And finally, Satan met up with him and seduced him, or tried to. And he said to him, basically, you know, I remember things when they were not. Long before you, I knew your Father and all his works, and I basically created them with him. You are so beautiful. You are the most beautiful thing I've seen since heaven. He's like, do you like the stars above you? They're mine to give. I could give them to you. Shit like that. And Jesus was getting kind of turned on by this point because he's realizing this guy was palling around with Darth Vader, my father, the devil. And, yeah. He takes him up to the highest point in all of Earth, okay, or in their area. And shows him the stars and then has him look down on civilization. He's like, do you see that? All the beauty, all the glory, all the power. I also can give that to you. And I would. If you would just take my hand and let me ease my spiky dick in your Jesus ass. That's basically what he was trying to tell him. And I think that also the lyrics for NIB, you could see that the lyric there is interesting, you know, before you, your love for me has just got to be real. Before you know the way I'm going to feel. And that's an exact, I mean, when you translate it exactly, before you know the way I'm going to feel. Because there is no apostrophe or comma. So that's all one thought. Before you know the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel your ass, Jesus. I'm going to seduce you. And that's what it's about. I think he tried to seduce Jesus twice. But that was one of the first times. And they a lot of people like to talk about that. You see that a lot in movies too. But I just don't believe Ozzy wrote those lyrics. But that's what the song is in fact about. As far as I could tell. Nativity in Black.